Hey, good people. Grits or cream of wheat? Who the hell is racist? Does anyone ever ask if they touch your hair?
Black Like Me.
You're listening to Black Like Me with Dr. Alex Gee, a podcast that invites you to experience the world through the perspective of one black man, one conversation, one story, or even one rant at a time. Here's Dr. Gee.
Black Like Me.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to a crazy episode of Black Like Me podcast. I've got some nutty folks in the studio, so they're already talking junk and smack. Hey, before we get into it, these folks, I want to let you know that we've updated our Patreon page, and so we've made it easier for people to enter at new levels. And so if you've not checked it out, please go to our Patreon page, help support us. Find out ways that you can have greater interaction with me and material that I'm not sharing anyplace else. It's just a great way to show your support and to help us to continue to present fantastic programming. So please take a moment and do that. We're talking about Thanksgiving holiday. We're talking about how we may celebrate it similarly or differently. And so I've got my sister Lilada in the studio. How you doing today, Lilada?
I'm okay. How are you?
All right. She's got her No More Secrets shirt on, so she's going to be telling.
That's how I celebrate the holiday.
All right, by just breaking up stuff. And then we got Harry Harold Hawkins here.
The third.
All right, my brother, my friend, my colleague. Harry, how you doing this morning?
Doing good.
All right, Harry looks like he means business. He looks like he wants to get some people told. And then we've got the white guy.
The one and only white guy.
Hi, white guy.
Hi, white guy.
I'm lonely already.
I'm telling you, get that Miracle Whip ready. So Jim has been a colleague of mine. Dude, I know. I just saw you and thought Miracle Whip. And Jim and I have been friends for years, colleagues. I'm not going to give you the full background on him because I want him to come back on the show and talk about some work that we're doing together. But we're talking about holidays today. But Jim, how are you feeling? I'm sorry, I didn't want to ignore you. Are you doing well?
I think.
Yeah, don't relax. Welcome to my world. You're the only white person in the room. How does that feel?
I know.
Don't all sit together.
I know they don't.
I know, but the white folks are at the controls.
I know. I see them back there.
Isn't that always the way?
Well, I have a very good training.
Black folks in the room.
I know. No. They're part of my team. Don't mess up stuff with my good white people. Those are my friends. So no. I don't know how it works in your studio, but no, we're friends. We go out to eat and stuff.
I see.
Eli, don't listen to her. Don't let her break down this wall. We're trying to we are the world. So, hey, I just want to ask you, how are you doing this week? Lilada, how are you doing?
Okay, last week was stellar.
Yes.
Yeah, with all the birthday celebrations, but, shout out to my son Christian, who turns 23 today, 2,000 miles away.
Yes. And so your daughter turned 25 on Sunday.
Yeah.
Your mom turned 80 on Monday. We celebrated on Saturday, and then we have my celebration on Friday. So we just been celebrating. We have just been celebrating.
I'm tired of y'all Scorpios.
Oh, my goodness. So Harry Harold Hawkins III, how are you doing today?
Doing good. You
angry at anybody?
No. I've had first and second breakfast, so I should be ready to go.
First and second breakfast.
This is my cousin right here.
Man. Harry,
bacon involved.
if you had to go the rest of your life without food or without sex,
oh my God.
Let me just stop and go to the gym. Let me just go to the gym.
My God.
Jim, are you having... Because Harry is freaking thinking about it. Jim, how are you doing? How are you doing this week? Harry loves some food.
Winter is here too early. That's all that's going on right now.
Oh, my goodness.
Life is good. Life is good.
No, that's good. So you are ready to talk about the Thanksgiving holiday?
We are.
It's coming up. I don't know how you all celebrate, but I'll just say that Thanksgiving is probably one of the biggest holidays. It doesn't have the pressure of the gifts in exchange. I mean, that part's fun at Christmas, but it's just family time, hanging out, and good food. So it's always really, really, really good. In your families, is it a good day? Is it chaotic? I'll get into some more specifics a little bit, but I just want to talk about how we celebrate Thanksgiving in our families and in our homes. So is it a big holiday for you all? Do people travel for it?
Yeah, it's a big holiday for us. Both my wife and I have big families, and so the families, it's expected that if Thanksgiving it's like homecoming. So you come home and get together. So it's a real big day in our family.
You go back to Atlanta?
Every other year we do.
Yeah.
And so then it's always it was easier to navigate when I was younger.
Sure.
But now with kids in the picture, now I'm expected to show up. So, but it's still good. It's just we have to make a couple of rounds.
Yeah. Is it ever here, or will it ever be here in Madison?
I don't think so.
That means you're not grown.
Look, I'm still on the juice and punch list. They don't trust me with like the food.
Oh,
so.
you serious?
Yeah, maybe my wife, but not me personally.
So you can eat the food, you just can't cook the food.
Right?
They don't trust me to.
He says
there's some
juice.
stories that of me cooking when I was younger that have I haven't gotten rid of that. You know, like the tough meatballs.
Harry, you know I love you. And we are food twins, but I am disappointed you can't cook. I just assumed you could.
I can cook well enough. No one's gonna get fat off my.
Nobody else wants to eat your food.
Not
you can
not
cook
for
something
long.
that you'll eat.
Yeah, not for long.
That's fair.
When Harry cooks, people want to fast and pray.
Wow.
So, Lilada, what about you? Is it a big holiday for your family?
Yeah, I think it's our favorite holiday in a lot of ways, and it's been, difficult as folks have moved away. Where I've had to spend some big holidays away from my kids, and that's hard. So I always feel a little split.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is. How people are living in different parts of the world.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about our perspective of white Thanksgiving, but I'm curious, Jim, do you have any perspectives of Black Thanksgiving? Have you ever seen the movie Soul Food?
No.
Oh, you got to see that. That'll make you gain 5 pounds. And so, so Thanksgiving is a big holiday in African American communities. Is that surprising to you?
No. You didn't ask me about my Thanksgiving.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your Thanksgiving tradition. That's right. I'm
Don't
so
worry
sorry.
about me.
I'm sorry, Jim. I don't even see color. And obviously, I didn't see you. And
Clearly.
so-
Did you just want me to slide away?
No, Jim. No. We want you to stay in the room, Jim. We really want you to be here. We like diversity. So, Jim. So it's Thanksgiving. So, Jim.
Okay, podcast host.
That's right. Yes. So, Jim, how is your Thanksgiving normally treated? Do people travel in?
Oh, Alex, thanks for asking.
Sure,
That's so
sure,
sweet of you.
Sure, Jim. We've set the table now. We're calling you two to rubber stamp our agenda. Sound familiar?
It is really the family holiday for us. We go to Twin Cities. My wife's in-laws are there. My wife's relatives are there. My whole family's there.
That's nice.
We have 2 Thanksgivings, kind of one at lunch and then one. We then travel up north for
the chitlins are ready at lunch, so that you could actually eat at lunchtime.
Yeah, we have to split them.
Wow.
The chitlins.
Yeah, the chitlins, the collard greens, black eyed peas. Yeah.
Jimmy, I can tell by the way you accentuated the word collard greens. It's collard greens. I can tell by the accent you put on that y'all don't have chitlins at your lunch.
You almost had it.
it.
I swear I heard him say chitterling.
I think he said chitterlings. I think he put that ER in. Armored chitterlings. Wait. So white people have Thanksgiving lunch?
Well, we have to do that because of the 2 families. So we do one earlier.
Because black people still waking up.
Right, we take a nap.
Yeah.
So and do you split who has lunch and who has dinner? Like which one's the preferred meal? Dinner, of course.
Well, so we catch the leftovers at dinner. The family up north is 30 people. They actually have their late lunch.
Okay.
And then we catch the leftover dinner up north.
Wow.
So
That's interesting.
South Metro for early lunch and then
Gotcha.
evening dinner.
I remember we invited some friends from Chicago for Thanksgiving. Now my mom could cook, but my mom also has an issue with time, and Lilada has inherited that.
He has inherited it.
And so, like at 7:00, we still hadn't eaten on Thanksgiving. I remember
PM?
my friend said, my friend was like, "Is
Dear
your mama
Lord.
ever gonna get done cooking?" So people being ready to eat by noon is just crazy to me. I think that's the last Thanksgiving. I think that's the last Thanksgiving we did. Why are you looking like that? So, so Harry, what's the earliest you've eaten for Thanksgiving?
No, my family does not eat early, so I'm the oddball because I have to prepare to have my own food because people are still cooking. So we should be
do
eating.
you take food that they're cooking, or do you go bring your own food in?
Yes. on both.
Yeah.
So we typically hand out food assignments based on how likely they are to show up on time. So certain people bring rolls and desserts.
Because they're going to come late.
Right. If you got
Optional food.
Right. If you have the meat or something like that, then we know you're more reliable. But I mean, typically it's a 4 or 5 o'clock affair before you eat.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty
Now,
good
I
time.
think that's one bone I want to pick with you.
Why?
We eat too late. I want to eat around 3 on Thanksgiving, so I can go ahead on and eat, take a little nap, and then go home and not be bothered with nobody.
No, that's really good. So I got a little bone with you. So come over about 8 o'clock a.m. So we can get them chitlins washed and get that stuff.
Oh, I don't do chitlins.
That chicken. We've been trying to get it up and in. That stuff takes a while. So but we're waiting for people though, because a lot of times the main stuff is ready.
Yeah.
It's the folks with the macaroni and cheese. So what time do you think?
Marcus.
What time do you think? Marcus, if
called him
you're
out.
listening.
Right.
Marcus.
Oh, he's the only one who makes the mac and cheese. Now, one time we allowed Desiree to make the mac and cheese. That
But
was the
she
first
shall remain
time.
nameless.
That was the last time. Desiree will never get an opportunity to make mac and cheese for Thanksgiving again.
Well, sorry about that, Desiree, whoever you are.
Right.
Our cousin who listens to the show. So thank you.
Hi, Desiree.
She
Wow.
said
You know that mac and cheese was dry as hell.
It was cracking cheese. That was crack. It was cracking cheese.
Dustin cheese.
Oh my! It was not Annie's cheese and macaroni.
No.
We'd better stop because Desiree is gonna be listening.
Oh,
She's
bless her
No,
heart. She
no,
knows the
no, no,
truth.
no, no.
Oh, not the Southern
All
Brush
right,
Your Heart.
so tell me about one of the most memorable Thanksgivings you had. Wait, do people fight at your house on Thanksgiving?
I wouldn't call it fights. I think people have real conversations. Some kind of get called on the carpet for some of their crap.
And they save it for Thanksgiving?
I don't think they save it. It's just that's when everybody gets together. Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
funerals, weddings, and
Right.
so
That's where it
Thanksgiving
comes
is more
Right.
regular. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes people just show out because they in front of people, and then it just goes from there. So it's not nothing where people no holler or something like that, but just some real talk, real conversations that happen, and then people start laughing at you because you just got told in front of everybody.
In front of everybody.
Do you guys have alcohol?
No.
See, that's why I think ours is civil.
Because we don't have alcohol?
We usually don't.
We will this year.
We had a little kind of storage on the side because we know who to let drink and who not to let
Right,
drink.
because some people shouldn't drink.
No.
Some people don't. They've lost that right.
Yeah.
No, because a lot of my family are churchgoers, and in the South, there are just some things that Bible Belt.
Well, they
just
sanctified.
just don't go over so well.
No, I got you. They lie and gossip, but they ain't gonna drink no Moscato.
My God.
Oh my goodness. So what are your favorite dishes? White gentleman, we're gonna start with you. Wait, are you allowed to bring food to Thanksgiving?
Me?
Mm-hmm. Are you allowed to cook for Thanksgiving?
No. Me? No. I do manual labor.
Okay, so you set up the tables.
Yeah, I do all the manual labor.
Okay.
I have no skill set to do that kind of work.
So you're on the cleanup crew too?
I do everything manual.
Wash dishes?
Yeah, I do things
Dump
within
the
my
garbage?
pay grade. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if there's what dish has to be on the table for you to know it's Thanksgiving?
We have two different Thanksgivings. One Thanksgiving is like a gourmet Thanksgiving, which is with my in-laws. They are really high level food prep, and it's just gorgeously prepared food and just succulent.
Well, your wife is chef-esque, so she likes to cook.
Yeah, succulent. I mean, just beautifully prepared turkey and gravy.
That's the first one
Yeah,
meal
that's the
you
first
go to?
one.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's why
yeah,
y'all
yeah.
go there first.
It's smaller, right? Yeah, right. It's smaller.
There's a method.
Yeah.
White people don't
Although
play.
my brother-in-law has got this Jello, pink Jello cottage cheese thing that he does.
Is it good?
It's not bad. It's from Southern
It's not like
California.
Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not bad. It actually is not a bad. It's Oh, look at you guys. Look at your facial expression.
It made me think of Waldorf salad. It made me
I've got to branch out.
It makes me think of Waldorf salad.
Yeah, Jello with vegetables is just not right.
Jello like with carrots. Like
That's not right.
You know, this is a white caterer.
Yeah.
Particularly if it's lime Jello.
My God.
If we like grapes in it.
Yeah.
Wow. Harry, what has to be on the table for you to know it's Thanksgiving? And we all know it's turkey, so we can't say that.
Sweet potato pie.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And who does your mother make that? Your wife?
They're different people. Depends on who we're going to, but no store-bought pies, though. I need 2 hands to put the love in the sweet potatoes.
So you can't go to Walmart and get the Patti LaBelle.
That's
My
not
God.
that is not a sweet potato pie. I don't know what that is.
That's a sweet potato lie.
Yeah. No,
wait.
That's what that is.
That's a way.
You're
to
not
get,
gonna get Patty. I'm trying to get her to follow this show, so y'all gonna get up off.
That's what I mean, but I don't
Sorry,
think she
Miss
made them
LaBelle.
personally. She put
No,
her
no,
name
no,
on them
I know.
pies.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure Patti LaBelle could probably throw down in the kitchen, but she ain't back near
She ain't-
Walmart cranking them out.
with her shoes off, cranking them out. With
No,
flour
I need
all
somebody
over.
to put their hands
So
in it.
sweet potato pie. How about you, little lady? What's got to be on the table?
Oh, gee whiz. So for years, for our Thanksgiving, we've had a hodgepodge of people who
Right,
come together.
right.
So at this point, I think everybody has their specialty that they bring. So for me, I got to have Robbie's cornbread, although she says it's not cornbread.
She says it's a corn casserole, but,
Casserole. It's
but the black
cornbread.
people call it cornbread.
I
It was at
got
the
to
church
have-
last week for the chili thing. People said, "Ooh, I like this cornbread."
I got to
Don't tell
have
Robbie.
Robbie's cornbread, but I just need to make sure she brown a little bit more on top. But that's what I have got to have. When I have that, it goes with everything else. And Jackie's sweet potatoes.
Yes. I've got to have the dressing.
Yeah.
And is that fair to say? Is that too close?
No,
to
that's
say?
too close to turkey.
That's
Okay,
turkey.
I gotta say the greens.
Okay. I'll give you that.
Because a lot of times, my sister-in-law will make the turnips and the mustards because they're cooked together.
Yeah.
But I'm a collards
Yeah.
guy, and so when the collards are there, now then I put Robbie's cornbread
Hallelujah.
with it, and then
Cut
Jackie's
up some
sweet potatoes.
onions.
I don't even need meat.
Cut
I
up
get
some
you.
onions, put them on there.
And Marcus's macaroni and cheese. You know, Marcus gave me the recipe.
You always
But-
got to try to make
Well,
something
no, I got
better
tired
than
of waiting.
somebody.
Listen, we're still waiting for Marcus from last Thanksgiving.
I guess that's true. I guess that's true.
Names and
Yeah,
everything.
we got to tell Marcus 2 hours earlier.
Right.
So that he will still show up a half hour
Marcus
late.
don't come to nothing on time. Not just not on time. Marcus come to everything about an hour point 5 late.
So let's hope he's not listening to this show because we're not.
I
gonna
hope
get,
he is listening.
'cause then we're
Marcus,
not
we
gonna
need
get
the macaroni and cheese on time, sir.
Oh my goodness! Now, Jim, when you have your dinners, your lunch and your dinner, are people on time?
Yeah, pretty close. Pretty close. We're Midwestern culture.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
you got it. Got you.
Yeah.
Harry, how about your place? No, you already told me about the people bringing the rolls. And
Yeah, it
the
depends on what you think on time is. So
Right.
there's a time that we set for dinner, and there's a time we know people are going to show up. So there's 2
Yes.
times.
Right.
So we're going to eat at 2, well, we know it's going to be 6:30.
Yeah.
My God.
Really? And now, is your family like at those events? Does your mother preside? Is she the matriarch? Or does she have older sisters?
We actually, so on my side of the family, we have my grandmother was one of 12 siblings.
Wow.
And so we have, my mom has first cousins that they grew up like siblings. So we have a huge family. And so it was my grandmother and her 2 sisters that actually used to live together in a house in Atlanta. And they were kind of the matriarchs and kind of set the tone. So everyone just kind of follows in that pattern. And so we have a couple of aunts or uncles who will, all right, let's go ahead and pray and let's get it together and do that. But it kind of bounces around depending on who's there and who has the loudest voice or
And
who's the hungriest.
As they're presiding, will they say, "No, Jimmy ain't here," or "No, we can't eat yet because we're still waiting for Bessie to come"?
No,
are they really big?
It's really the food that lets us say get to grace. Once the food
gotcha.
piece, once there
Once
enough
the greens
pieces,
get there.
once there enough pieces there, because whoever's hosting is probably still cooking something. Somebody got to heat something up,
My
and
God.
so once you get all
So
the pieces
trifling.
together, then boom, then you can go for it. Now, my wife's side of the family, it's my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law and my wife who kind of help get the pieces together. So it's a little bit more, and she has a big family, so there's a lot of brothers and sisters with her.
You guys
So
seem like you're so much more interesting
um,
because it's so much more varied. You got an entire afternoon that this has got to come together.
Right.
Like Midwestern white is 1 o'clock. Maybe it starts at 1:15, but it doesn't start at 2.
you hope that by the time you get through there,
the
the real thing is always who's going to pray.
Yeah.
Right, because the the oven probably still on.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and you're like, ooh, please don't let it be this person because they might go a little long.
Yeah.
Like they want to
Oh.
thank everybody in the Bible, and then
Oh,
before we
my
get to bless the
goodness.
food. So that's what you always hope you don't get that.
Yeah. When it comes to eating, I'm very white.
You don't tell
If you say 2:00, I want to eat
want
at
it.
2:00.
Yeah.
Like, don't lie to my stomach.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So when do you think Thanksgiving's kicking off from a stomach perspective?
I just need to have some turkey dressing, greens, sweet potatoes, and Robbie's cornbread, and
That's the whole meal.
Whatever else isn't there, I don't really care. I
By
don't.
when?
4:00. I really would love to eat by 3,
Yeah.
but 4:00, because then it's hard when you eat at a certain time, because then you got to pace out how you eat in the morning so that you have enough room for everything. So if it's too late, then you try to hang out till 5:00, but then you end up eating stuff, and then you get there and you can't eat. And that just makes me mad.
I don't skip no meals.
That just makes
Yes,
me mad.
gotcha. So we might have to have appetizers and get things. Have some appetizers.
Yeah.
No, I got you. I have a friend that we went to college together. She's African American and she married a gentleman who's white. And she said, Alex, he said his family invited me over for Thanksgiving. Now listen, Black Like Me family. I know many of you are white, so you know I'm not saying white people can't cook. I'm just saying in this situation, she went to their house and they had ham sandwiches and potato chips, and she said she started crying.
Oh my God.
She said at the dinner she started crying.
I think I would have cried too.
And she just thought these are real gracious people. They've got nice space. They've got resources. So we've watched Leave It to Beaver. We've seen Brady Bunch, so we know that white people believe in turkey. We see even the Munsters. Are the Munsters white? They're green.
Yeah.
They're green, but
They're
that's
green.
but they're not. Are they black green or white green?
Are they green, Hispanic, or non-Hispanic?
Well, Lily was Yvonne Di Carlo. That's Italian.
Well, okay.
But but Herman had that flat top, so he was black. But anyway, back to this. But she thought she was gonna see turkey and scalloped potatoes.
Oh my God.
And pumpkin pie. And she saw ham sandwiches like with sliced white bread and chips and I think carrots. And she said she literally started crying. I'm trying not to laugh. That's so funny to have your mouth set. That's what old folks used to call it. I had my mouth set for this, and I went there, and I don't even think they had cheese on this. I don't think they had cheese.
Did they have mayonnaise? At least the mayonnaise and
Miracle Whip, right, Jim?
Maybe a slice of
salad
tomato
dressing.
would have helped.
So the evening meal turns into leftovers.
On the first day?
Yeah, with actually sandwiches, turkey sandwiches, and the mayonnaise comes out.
Oh, really?
That's
Mustard
fair
comes
enough.
out.
For a second
Yeah,
meal.
you turn the second meal into,
But I'm
into
not
the
showing
leftovers.
up for that.
Yeah. Well, it lasts all the way deep into the night. So.
Wow.
Oh, so you have to pace it out. So Jim, okay, do you eat breakfast on Thanksgiving?
I usually don't.
I try not to either to pace myself.
Yeah.
Harry doesn't miss any meals.
Yeah,
No. Because I mean, first of all, I know people are gonna be late, so me hungry and people late, that's just a bad combo. So I'm gonna go ahead.
Somebody's
and
gonna
eat.
get hurt, or their feelings gonna get hurt.
Yeah. I'll just go ahead and eat.
So then you stop one place for lunch, but at the other place where you go around dinner time, they've already eaten. So you go there for the leftovers where they're making the sandwiches.
Yeah, and whatever leftovers, the food comes back out again, reheated, and it comes back out again.
Oh, okay. And so you make is potato salad a big thing?
No, no potato salad.
No macaroni salad?
No macaroni and cheese.
Really?
No such thing. No.
How about ham?
Nope. Turkey.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have no appreciation for macaroni salad.
I don't either.
I have no.
I don't like the
appreciation for
texture.
that.
You bite it's like little air pockets.
Yeah.
It's like eating
Ain't no
Rice
cheese
Krispies.
on it.
Yeah.
Well, you can put some of it in it.
I don't like chunks of cheese in macaroni salad.
How about what are your vegetables? Bean casserole?
Yeah. Beans. Green beans.
What's in a bean casserole? Bacon.
Bacon. I think onion.
And no collard greens.
No collard greens.
No candied yams.
Candied yams.
Oh, there are candied yams. Are
Yep.
they candied yams or
Sweet
carrots?
potatoes. Carrots. There's carrots.
Candied carrots.
Candied carrots. Yeah.
Carrots and yams?
Well, it comes from different directions. People are coming in from different directions.
Okay.
it's 30 people, so
That's
we're
big.
feeding a big crowd.
Hi, this is Jeremy Holiday, and I'm one of the editors of the Black Like Me show, and I just want to take a minute now to talk to you a little bit about Patreon. The show that we put together here is the culmination of an effort of a lot of people, and in order to do it, we need your support. We've been working for a while to come up with a Patreon that works well for people, and the levels that existed before, we recently added the $2 level, which is there for you if you like the show and you just want to give a little bit of support. It's cheaper than a cup of coffee. I mean, I don't think you can find a cup of coffee anywhere or half a cup of coffee for $2. And we have a $6 level where you'll get a shout out on the show, a $10 level where you could submit questions to Dr. G and he'll respond to them, and then the $25 level, which is whenever we have a live event, you get a VIP invite, and whenever we start producing merch, you get that merch as well. So if you like what you hear on the show and you want to support it, go to patreon.com/blacklikeme and check out the levels to see if one fits for you. Now back to Dr. G.
Now, how do you all handle leftovers? Now, when I was a kid, after Mom was cooking, we didn't have Tupperware. She bought other stuff. Not that we couldn't afford it, but we would just take food and put it in the refrigerator and not really cover it. We
take the whole pot and put it in the refrigerator.
We just take the whole
Which
pan.
was convenient. Now, there's a method to her madness.
Okay, go ahead.
You can reheat it.
Because all you got to do is stick it in the oven.
Right.
We did put foil on it.
Not always.
Wow. But at least you could just
That's because I help with cleanup.
You could just stick it in the oven. You could just put it on a stove top. You don't got to put it in the Tupperware, put it in the refrigerator, take it out of the refrigerator, take it out of the Tupperware, put it in the pot, and then heat it up. You just take that shit out and just stick it in the oven. Now, that's what I'm talking
Speaking
about.
of shit, taking shit out.
Yeah.
Did you eat chitlins as a child?
I love chitlins as a child. I also ate sardines as a child.
Yeah, you sure did. Now,
Yes.
for people who don't know, what are chitlins?
They are shit tunnels.
Yes, they're pork intestines.
Yes. And so what stopped me from eating chitlins and skins
Pork rinds.
was finding pork hair in them. I found pork hair in chitlins, and I found some pork hair twice in rinds.
Wait.
And ain't nothing like finding pig hair. So
Wait, intestines have hair?
maybe he ate something. Maybe he ate a rat. I don't know.
That's disturbing.
It's very disturbing.
Chitlins are disturbing.
It's very
Yeah.
disturbing. And you cannot, let's just be clear about chitlins.
The white guys in the booth are all grimacing.
My God.
Oh,
We ain't gonna
shoot.
let's talk about blood sausage. But listen, with the thing about chitlins,
Tyler, it's too late. You promised to eat them. I know you're like, now you know what they are. You already promised, Tyler.
Listen.
You're not going to lie to my wife. You're going to eat some chitlins.
You cannot eat
No, this is
everybody's
before.
chitlins.
Oh, did they clean them right?
No, you have to eat the chitlins of people not that you love. You have to eat the chitlins of people who love you. Because if you eat the chitlins of somebody you love that don't love you, they won't clean them right. Like if they ain't been hunched over a kitchen sink with some Comet for about 2 days, don't eat them chitlins.
Comment.
Bleach.
Yeah, Tyler, I didn't know you were in the other studio listening to this because Tyler works in a cross-cultural setting, and he promised that he would eat chitlins, and today he found out what they were. We never.
I
told
said
him.
I would eat them first before I knew what they were,
And you're
and
gonna keep
everything's
your
been
word,
ruined. I can't.
He had no idea.
Tyler, you promised.
With some salt and hot sauce,
With
they
some
are good.
You're not gonna lie to my wife, Tyler.
But I'm just done.
Now you can eat half of them. You can split it with either Eli or Jeremy, but you got to eat some.
Okay, I
chitlins.
pick Eli.
Okay, I
make
think
Eli
Jeremy.
eat it.
I think Jeremy wants them.
Ugh.
Okay.
Tyler's like, now I know what they are. For like a whole year, he didn't even know what they were. Like, I'll try it.
All
You
you had
better
to do was
Google
go
it
in the
now.
house of somebody who was cooking some chitlins. It's clear to know
Do they cook chitlins in your house?
what
Harry?
they smell like.
No.
I don't. I mean, it
They
smell
smell like what they are like. It's
Yeah.
like shit.
Well, no, it's
It's just,
exactly what it smells like.
It's just, it's like a mist comes over the house, and then people say, "Oh, it's good." Can't nothing smell like that, and then not taste like
But
that.
Alex, now you eat skins. It's the same difference to me.
No, skins are not intestines.
What are they?
Their skin.
They're skin.
Oh, I thought they was like fried intestines.
No, people
No.
fried chitlin. No. Pork rinds are
skin.
they're fried flesh.
I will never eat a pork rind again.
You've eaten a bucket of chitlins
I
in your
guess I
life.
knew it was skins because they called them skins, but I still thought it was like thinly sliced chicken. That's nasty as hell, eating pig skin.
Here, do you eat pig rinds? Do you eat pork rinds?
I used to, not anymore.
They don't have any carbohydrates in them. If you're trying to look for sort of a
I'd rather be fat and skin pork, pig, rind,
Oh, my
swine,
But-
skin free.
But then when you put the chitlins in the refrigerator, and we did not put tops on them, it would just sort of gel around the top. So you just have like that pork gel.
Fat.
Did you call that pork jelly?
That little pork gel.
Oh, the gel.
Yeah, and then you make some toast in the morning and like put that pork
you don't
jelly
think
on the
that.
toast.
You know,
I'm just kidding, Harry.
So
Harry looked like he was about to die.
so now. Oh, I'm sorry.
If you're white, this is not.
This is a non-issue.
Yeah, non-issue.
However, now y'all eat some nasty shit. Y'all eat blood sausage. You
We
eat
do
fish
not.
that has been soaked in.
Oh, that's true.
lye.
Ludicrous.
Come on
Ludicrous. But
now.
that's Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay, Thanksgiving.
Okay.
We're talking
And y'all
Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And y'all eat bull balls. We don't eat that. We might eat pork intestines, but we don't eat
Now, who's that? I don't think we ever did that. That
Mountain
must be-
mountain oysters and
that must be
pig
Southern
tongue.
Europe or
That's
something.
got. Oh my goodness.
That was Northern Europe.
Now, Jim,
We eat
when your family
lutefisk.
eats, yeah, you eat lutefisk. You eat that. When your family eats, like after that lunch, do you like go and lay on the floor, get on the sofa, and
Oh,
take
yeah.
a nap before?
Oh yeah, you got to stretch out a little bit.
But you actually go into like food coma?
Little coma.
You
but,
do?
But yeah, but I gotta get in the car and go about 30 miles north. So
But that's the turkey.
yeah.
The
They're
turkey
not
makes us
really
think-
having,
But up
you know,
north,
itis.
I mean, our tradition is, we got just an army of nephews and nieces that they keep growing. They're all now in high school or college and now post college, and we have this huge football game after lunch
Oh,
out on the front lawn, and it gets pretty wild.
In the snow?
I saw that on Big. I saw that on Big Chill.
Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what the weather is.
Kevin does that. His
Yeah.
whole friends in the neighborhood, they will
Yeah.
eat, and then they have an
Yeah.
annual football game
That's
every
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
So white.
But they've gotten bigger and bigger, so sometimes we go to there's a park, and it's a huge
Wow.
football game.
Wow.
And all the kids play, so the
That
little
actually sounds
kids
like
get to
fun.
play, and so the big kids make sure the little kids get the ball, and it's just a
Traditions.
great,
Tradition.
it's a great tradition.
Do you play football after you eat, Harry?
No, not anymore. I mean, we used to play football or
What's
rough
warm
house.
where you
or-
are? So like you have Thanksgiving in the 70 degrees, right? Growing up.
Sometimes, yeah.
Do you get sleepy after you eat those big meals?
Yeah. What's funny is that I try not to eat as much just because getting older, metabolism is different.
Right.
But they don't let you do that. It's not really an option. They're like, wait, what's wrong with your plate? Dude, you still got space on it. You better go and get some more. They call you, hey, look at him. What's he doing? He didn't get enough. What's going on? So yeah, no.
So Lilada, how about you? I know that. Lilada, do you like to sleep after you've eaten?
I do. Now, I hate to out myself because then somebody going to find me. What I like to do
Then don't say where it is.
eat, and then I like to go find a hiding place in your house where folks will leave me the hell alone. That's what I like to do.
And what do? You sit in the corner? You meditate?
No, I'll draw. I'll try to take a little nap, but I got me a nice little hiding place,
So you
and I
won't
just
sleep.
get away.
And she can't say where it is.
Yeah, I might try to sleep, but yeah, if I can, I will. But usually, I wait till I get home.
How many people are at your house?
2.
About 40.
40.
Too many.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
It's a lot of people,
Yeah.
and you have people who are eating in the formal dining room every year. That's usually where I'm gonna be eating.
Yeah.
Then you have the kitchen table for the kids. You have the kitchen counter where folks are eating. You have the porch where there are like 2 or 3 tables set up and people are eating. And then you have folks who are eating in front of the TV in the living room,
You're watching the game.
watching the game. And so it's we've never run out of food. We always have plenty of food.
Right. That's true.
And people kind of get in their own little conversations and stuff like that. And then, poof, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you just kind of disappear. Like, where's Lilada? Where's Lilada?
I disappear. Yes, we had some party at your house. I can't remember what it was for, and about like 5 people I hadn't seen in eons had been at the party, and I never knew they were there.
Oh, you were wherever that was. You were
Yes,
hiding.
yes.
So we go back and forth between Chicago with our in-laws and then hosting.
Yeah.
So last year we were in Chicago. Then a Chicago family we'll connect up with, and when Jackie and I first married, I think our first Thanksgiving was with in-laws, And it's the first time I tried macaroni and cheese because I had a bad macaroni and cheese experience. My mom could cook really well, but macaroni and cheese, she didn't watch her mother do it. Yeah, she just melts. She just put some cheese on top of the macaroni. She cooked it like Desiree. And then sorry, Desi, we love you.
Wow.
But I tried it and had all these cheeses in it. You know, I'm a Wisconsin guy, so I love that. But they seal stuff up and put it away in the refrigerator downstairs. So like they had the main kitchen, but then they had like a basement refrigerator. I never
so
been
they're
in.
better than us, is what you're saying.
Well, you could pull it out the next day and it still had, it was airtight and it wasn't, didn't have freezer burn.
Wow.
But they pulled that stuff out and spent almost as much time warming it up as they did cooking it.
See, now that's what we didn't do.
And so, and I'm just saying that stuff tastes even better because the seasoning sets, they really set in it.
Food tastes better.
So
the
what's
next day.
helpful is people bring a little bit of everything, so it's a hodgepodge.
Yeah.
So people will bring stuff, they'll kind of experiment, but it's the big gathering place. But I like it. We have people who are stragglers who will come late, but it's always fun. You get to see folks. We'll have family members who drive from Chicago. Most people just come from town. And but it's a good time because after people finish, they'll either break off and have conversations, or we'll try to break out some games. And it's been great to watch the kids grow up. So like the folks who used to have to sit at the kiddie table, they're now younger cousins are at the kiddie table, and we're asking them, "Hey, the kids want to go downstairs and play on the Wii. Can you go downstairs with them?" And they'll get a funny look and say, "Hey, the older cousin used to do it for you, so now it's your turn. It's your turn to do it."
But let me tell you this though. Now, the first Thanksgiving that you went with your in-laws, that was tough. We were a little bitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you're so used to family being a certain way.
Right.
And it was weird kind of starting to move into that adult phase.
And it was weird
things.
being there and not, I wasn't there with any of my family. I mean, I was there with Jackie.
Yeah.
But we know we were newlyweds, but you're right. It was
weird.
Mom, cousins, other folks, right.
Yeah.
No, that's...
Yeah.
You're right, because you build those traditions, and those roots really run deeply. You might just call it Thanksgiving dinner, but right down to the dishes or where you eat or when you eat or the plates you use. There's a lot of tradition writing on Thanksgiving.
Right, and pressure falls on you and Jackie because everybody always wants to have holidays at your house.
Yes.
Well, that's what you get.
Well, okay. But you know what? It's just been...
You got the biggest
really,
house. You have the biggest crowd.
Hey, but you know what? But if we get a bigger cleanup crew, it'll be easier to do.
Yeah. But it's nice because
She just moved off of that fast. You saw that?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, yeah, by the way, that.
Right.
She didn't say where she want to eat, what she want to eat, where she want to lay, where she want to hide. We need a bigger a bigger cleanup crew. Yeah, that's your problem.
Yeah, that's on you.
Yeah,
But,
hire somebody.
Exactly. But,
you know some white people, get some help.
But people love that bigger gathering, and I think because you can kind of have your cluster time.
Yes.
Like you don't have the feeling like there's 40 people there,
Right.
because you have your own different room and
help.
space and rhythm. Yeah.
No, it's really good. I got to tell you, I'm an extrovert. I'm off the wall extrovert, but by the end of the night, I need to either go see a movie by myself or go sit on the front porch. Or it's funny. The older I get, the more I realize that gatherings are great, and I come alive in those settings. But I've got to balance it with some alone time afterwards. But it's also fun because family will crash. Like more and more of Jackie's cousins are coming up for holidays. For a long time, they didn't. Her sister would. I mean, her sister and brother-in-law, they would. But other cousins and folks are saying, we're saying, hey, what are you doing for the holidays? Why don't you come up? So
Wait, we're gonna have even more people?
we might have to cut the other list, but
Wow.
But just get there early. You got it still won't bother your corner.
I'm gonna bring my friends then.
Yeah.
So when does the evening end?
We tried that before. Thank you. Thank you.
When do your evenings end?
You know what? I would say, well, for me or for like the whole festivities.
The whole festivities.
I have no idea because I'm typically leaving before it's completely done. Like I don't stay till they shut it down. But I mean, probably like 2 or 3 hours after dinner's done. So if it's like 6 o'clock, we eat like 8, 9 o'clock. Like all right, well, that's about it. And
Everyone's out of there by then?
No. I'm probably
You're
one of the
out
first
of
people. Yeah.
So you don't stay around for any of the games, bid whist or
No, I mean
spades?
we do. I mean,
do that?
we'll do stuff, but I mean, it's typically and really as an adult, like I have to make multiple rounds, so I have to at least make 2 stops, because we're in Atlanta, and particularly now that we're here in Wisconsin, when we're down there, you have to go to both parents, and anyhow, so there's really not. I'm never one of the last people to be there. Right. So,
are your kids catching on to the tradition? I mean, do they look forward to it?
They're like, I think I think they have they're creating their own traditions. If that makes sense.
With their cousins and
yeah. But because we have such a big family, when we go back to Atlanta, they're like celebrities. Like they need like a manager to handle their schedule. Because people are like, well, we didn't get a chance to see them. When are they coming by? And so
wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
You know, I found that since our kids have grown up, they really cherish those holidays. Like I'm thinking about John and Sherry's daughter, Cassandra. You know, she lived in California for a while, but when she came back in New York, she just said, you know, one year, I think our first year working as a district attorney, assistant district attorney, she said, I'm going to miss the holiday. And, you know, I remember how sad she was. But as a kid, you just think, oh, yeah, the kids come and they sit around and wait for food to get ready. But, you know, as she got older, she said, okay, I want to make sure we have the sweet potatoes. Is there going to be ham? You know, start naming out the stuff. So I think as kids get older, they really do want those traditions. Do you hear Christian talk about that too? Because he's out in Seattle working?
Yeah, it's really hard for him, I think, being away. You know, and last year when you guys went to Chicago, Alexandra and I went out and met Christian in San Diego for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's right.
Which was fun, you know, because we've had to create kind of our own traditions and things like that. So when he can't get home, I try to see him either for Christmas or Thanksgiving, because it's hard, because his birthday's November, Thanksgiving, and Christmas.
Right.
And I hate to miss all three.
Right.
So if he can't get home, then I try to get out there for one of those three things.
You know, Thanksgiving has so many things tied into it. It's a big holiday. It's sort of the kickoff of the holiday season. But it's food, which is a big part of culture. And people come together. You don't have to beg. It's not like a birthday party where you have to send a notice about the date and the location. But it's how we pass that tradition along. I think it's how we bring the generations together. And when you peel back what's really important, we talk about the food and we talk about, you know, the gatherings and who cooks and who does what. But I just think when you're in the midst of family, where information is being shared and your children are being celebrated, there's something about having that space where you really feel that you belong. And you feel rooted and you feel a part of something that's really big. And I think that helps you go back out into the world. So it's easy to focus on the food or certain aspects of it or the games that you do afterwards. But it really is that sense of being rooted and knowing that you have something that you do with family every year helps to shape your identity and your connection to the family. And I just hope families are building new traditions, and for folks who don't really have them, would think about the importance of trying to create them, because it really is important.
Yeah, because it does give you an extended sense of family, because, I mean, we and our kids know your in-laws.
Right.
And their kids and grandkids.
Right.
And, you know, so I think without having that family tradition, it can be really easy that that's you and Jackie and your family over there, and that's us over here, you know. But I think doing it like that, we've really have extended, even going on family vacations together.
That's true.
Have had an extended
That's really true.
family experience, you know, which has been really nice, you know.
Right. And some people are glad it only happens once a year. I don't think people could take Thanksgiving every month. Could you take it every month, Jim?
No. But it's a powerful time to communicate a sense of belonging.
Right.
You know, we have uncle and aunt and cousins driving in 5 hours from Iowa.
Wow.
And, you know, everyone's coming in from every direction, and it's a powerful felt sense of belonging and family and connection, and you know, we all have conversations with each other that we have once a year to connect and kind of get caught up with each other's lives, and we know we're not going to talk to each other for another year. You know, and it's especially important for the kids. You know, me and siblings and my folks, we stay connected through the year, but it's just a really, really powerful part of our family's tradition.
So do you take off the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of the week of Thanksgiving to travel early? Or
Nope, usually go up Wednesday. Yeah, usually go up Wednesday afternoon.
Do you stay with family, or do you hotels?
Nope, stay with family.
Hey, how about you? When you travel, do you stay with family? Or
We stay with family.
You still have your room?
No. Different place with my mom. We typically stay with my in-laws, because my wife and her mother have like Thanksgiving traditions where they, from the morning coffee and there's a whole ritual that
really?
they go through. So yeah, I just kind of stay out of the way and let them do what they got to do. I'm the chauffeur, and I'm the store runner if somebody needs to get something, and
That's what you do.
yeah.
How about you, Lilada?
You know I don't like to stay with nobody.
You like to stay with Mr. Hilton,
Nobody.
Miss Hyatt.
Yes, I need to control my environment.
That's funny.
Right. No, I don't believe in staying with people. I do not like that.
Jack and I we got married in June, and then I don't know how we arranged it, but our first Thanksgiving was in Chicago, as I mentioned earlier. But it's my first time really having a deep in-law experience because you don't really have it at the wedding because you see everyone. But they were really nice, accommodating, and I'm not used to staying with relatives that I don't know. Like I could crash with my cousin. Like growing up, we would stay with my Aunt Bessie, my Uncle Connie, but staying like with complete strangers was different. But they would roll out the red carpet for me, and they would, they're Southern, they're from Alabama. So the first time I got in the line to eat, they would say, Jack, you need to fix your husband's plate. Her answer, and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna like this family." And so, I've always made my own plate, but it's just kind of funny because they would just put this pressure on her. And
you're too particular for somebody else to make your plate.
she would kind of laugh. I said,
"You said no,
Jackie." No, I let her just say, "Yeah, Jackie, you should do that. You should, put some more of that on. Put some." Then I would say quietly, "I wish you would bring this back home. I wish you would remember to do this at home." And so they, over the years they stopped doing that, but it was really, really fun because because we were newlyweds. They're Southern, and I'm a pastor.
My God.
So they don't think black pastors should fix their own food. Anyways, like we had a potluck or something at church. No, cupcakes for birthdays a couple weeks ago, and somebody walked up. They said, "Pastor, you didn't get a piece of cake. What's wrong with this church that they don't get the pastor's plate?"
Now that's the only thing that would work for you is somebody bringing you a piece of cake. Nobody can make your plate for you. You are too damn particular.
Oh, they could make my plate. Restaurants make my plate.
Alexander, but that's different from home. That is different
the
from
whole
home.
name. The whole name.
That's different.
I don't
from
find
home
hair in my
potluck.
plate.
You better look at them. See, this is the thing. I find the hair that nobody else sees. There is hair in your food. Y'all just ain't seen it. I have the eagle eye.
There was a place called
find
New York
it.
Steakhouse when we were kids. It was at the mall. Lilada found something wrong with her food every time for a year. She would take a coupon in. She would sit down and say, "My French fries aren't done enough." They'd give her another card. I am not exaggerating. Lilada, was it not for a year?
That was at least a year.
She ate free because she found something in her food every time she went.
But you kept going back though.
The food was good.
Food is good.
Okay.
They had those big old steak
Yeah,
fries.
and free is good. And you know what? You
Free can be hairy.
Wait, you made me think about something. You ever see something in your child and you think, "Oh my God, what is wrong with you? Who raised you?" Christian is just like that.
He'll find stuff in his
He'll
food.
find something. Christian will make up a reason. At least I was
At least you had
truthful.
integrity.
I had integrity with
was
it.
really that.
Christian will find some kind of way. Like, for instance, they had this situation with a fast food restaurant that if you had a new account, you'd get a free hamburger. He created a whole system of creating an email every day to enter in to get a free cheeseburger
Every day.
every day. He created a whole system. I'm like, son, if you would just take that same intelligence and just apply it to something else,
You could buy your own hamburger.
you could own your own restaurant. Yeah. So I guess he gets it from me.
Oh,
Jeez.
Yeah.
To me, the worst part about Thanksgiving is the cleanup.
Yeah.
It's the cleanup. And I don't know if folks don't want to take their own dirty pots home or if they think they're going to wash themselves. I don't know how that part.
But see, that's what you're supposed to do.
Just take your
You're
own pot.
supposed to take your own pot home and wash it your damn self. That would cut down cleanup by 50%.
That would, or people bring disposable pans. We just throw all that stuff away. But Jim, you're on the cleanup crew, aren't you?
Yeah, but everyone pitches in pretty well.
No, everyone doesn't pitch in.
Do
But,
they leave you a mess?
Yeah.
It's the Lucille's. They always leave early.
Yeah.
It's them. It's not me.
Or they're sleepy. Yeah, Lily, you don't know. You miss it because you're someplace hiding and sleeping.
That's funny.
So there are people who they'll eat well and that's it. Because they just, you know what, if you don't do that at home, you don't do it someplace else, and they just kind of, Harry, you got a kind of funny look in your face. Do you ever stay around for the cleanup, Harry?
I mean,
He always tell me he leaves early.
Yeah, no.
But he can still clean up before he leaves.
If someone needs help, typically the people who are cooking are very particular about the kitchen.
Yeah.
And so there are certain people that are certified to help clean up because they know they're going to do a good job, and you just kind of get out the way. So take out garbage or stuff like that. You can help out with that.
Gotcha.
But I mean, our families are so big that typically, like at least on my side of the family, when I was growing up, there wasn't a whole lot of. And then when we take leftovers, like everybody's taking food to go, so there's not a whole lot of like just stuff that's just hanging around. Yeah. So
no, that's good. Get some of those containers so people can take some of those plates.
Yeah.
No, that would be.
Yeah, that would be really nice because I never have leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because usually whatever I bring is totally eaten up because it's so delicious.
Yes.
So I usually the next day I think, damn, I should have got some food. Every year I do that, and every year I don't get the food.
Bring your own container.
Yeah.
Because we have it because we will warm it up. Usually you go catch the Black Friday special, and then around noon we start put some extra cheese on the macaroni and cheese. You start warming it up. You put them chitlins back up on the pot.
So that's a good question. Do you do the Black Friday thing? I don't do that.
No, I don't.
I did it like 1 year, and I was like, it is not worth it.
Yeah. No, I did it once, and no, I don't want to stand outside in the cold. Particularly if winter's going to be like this. I want to order it online. I wait for Cyber Monday or something.
And I
like
live by Target.
Right.
I mean, I could just slide into the Target.
Well, you know what? No, and I've watched a couple of videos of Walmart on Black Friday. It's just crazy. People fighting over wash towels.
My brother-in-law, for 3 hours, they're working the ads, and he's setting up a contingent to go out.
His strategy.
They hit the streets about 11. What was it, midnight? I don't remember when.
Now
some of them.
it's getting early, so now
so they're hitting.
Now it's Thursday night. I
think it's starting to fade because everything is starting to doesn't make any sense anymore. But
and they've all gone
online. And Amazon.
For a 5-6 year period of time, they were working all night long.
Yeah, I pay extra money to avoid the crowds.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to go out there. I've done it before. Typically, right now, it's my kids who want to go out. Like they'll have birthday Monday or something like that. They want to go out and see if they can catch a deal. Yeah. So that's what typically gets me out into that traffic.
See, but I come to know they only have like 2 or 3 things.
Right.
Of the cheap things. And once I figured out that, I was like,
why am I doing it?
No need. And now with Amazon,
you can
listen. I can take a lead.
I remember when
days.
weeds were big. I drove to about 2 or 3 stores to find. I had to end up driving to a Walmart in Sauk City.
Wow.
To get a week, so I was just trying to catch it for Lexi's birthday.
Yeah.
But you're right. You get to these places. Oh, we only had 3. Oh, we only had 4.
Right.
Oh, and they won't hold them for you. So no, it's not worth it.
I remember when I actually found it in town at Kohl's. And they had like 2, and I should have bought 2 and sold the other one for $500-$600. That's what I should have did.
Oh my goodness! Are there any traditions that you wish? This is probably my last question. Any traditions that you wish your family would implement for Thanksgiving that you've seen others do or you've seen on television?
Yeah, I wish that my family would implement the give Lilada money on Thanksgiving
Gotcha.
tradition.
That's funny.
We should look into that.
Yeah.
And Harry, how about you? How about a sober response?
I would just say starting on time.
Wow, there you go.
Okay, no, that's a good.
That's a good one. Ding, 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 ding.
We used to have a tradition of kind of having bringing in. Well, when my dad was professor, we used to have students come in who didn't have a home.
Nice.
Couldn't get home.
Sure.
Yeah.
That was always great to have people coming from.
We do that.
Yeah. I kind of wish we would have that again. Some people outside our family coming into our family.
Yeah.
We don't do that as much.
That is fun.
Yeah. We always have somebody random.
Yeah.
Well, and because it's so random, you don't remember who it was last year.
Yeah. Right.
So then they feel like they did something to lose that spot.
We just don't remember you, baby. It's okay.
Right. I think I would say starting on time, because you give someone if you give someone a start time, okay, we want to eat at 3,
right?
And you're not hosting. I mean, you're not cooking and cleaning and doing all those other kinds of stuff. You can get up and go eat your Cinnabon, whatever you want to do in the morning, and still come. Yeah, there's no reason to be an hour late and hold up stuff because we can't eat without that. So I think I have to side with Harry and say the tradition of doing that. But I think to Jim's point, having more people come in, because I just assume people can get home, but people who don't have that larger family connection really they feel blessed by that. So
You know,
afterwards, I think I should have called someone. I didn't realize that they were home by themselves. Like, to me, I feel badly when there's someone who I know well and they were sitting at home ordering pizza.
You know, speaking of which, there's one thing, maybe the stranger, but maybe a little bit different take on that. I wish the younger people in our family would bring their romantic partners to the Thanksgiving so we can vet some of these people.
Yes, Barry, we
Yeah.
want you to bring your little girlfriend.
We need to see who
Come on,
you on the
PJ.
phone with, who you Snapchatting. Like bring them on over here.
Right.
Who are you? Who are you?
Right.
And they
Who
will
you
look.
with?
They will look at you funny. They will.
Oh, we give them the whole
family.
third degree, the fifth degree, the sixth degree. Like
Goodness.
we need some fingerprints. We need to see your baby pictures. We need to find out what elementary school you went to, who mama and them.
So did your family? Did Niecy go to a Thanksgiving with your family before you all were married? So I'm just asking us.
No.
So you did after.
I went to one of
marriage.
hers though.
You did. Okay.
See, you know what? That's one thing that makes me not want to get remarried.
Why is that?
I just don't feel like all them other people. If it was just that person. But now I got to think about a whole nother group of people that I got to deal with. And I'm just
Or not.
thinking, like, I just don't feel like it.
They might be nice. They might be nice.
It's just that
So
it,
when you meet a man,
I
just
don't
say.
feel like it.
When you meet a man, just say, "Are you an only child?"
I need an orphan.
That's right.
That's what I need.
my
I need an
goodness.
orphan.
That's
Are your
no
parents-
sisters,
are your
no
parents
brothers,
dead?
no nieces,
Are your parents
no
dead?
nephews.
Were you born under a rock?
Oh no!
Are you in a fraternity?
I wish I were kidding. I am so serious.
So do I, Lilada.
I just think about it and
So
I
do
get
I.
exhausted. And I think, oh God, a whole nother group of family people. Oh no.
That's funny. That
Oh.
is so funny.
Wow. I guess you just say, "Hang on, I'm good." No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, listen, everyone, I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. It sounds like you all have great traditions and you have a lot of fun, and it's been good to see you smile and reflect on the time that you have together as a family. And I hope your children are watching and they're making traditions and realizing how important what we do is. And so enjoy the holiday and do it well. And hey, take Friday off.
Hey, great idea.
Yeah, take Friday off. Don't come to work. Jim, don't come to work on Friday. Here, don't come to work on Friday. Hey, everyone. This has been another exciting episode of Black Like Me with Dr. Alex Gee. Thank you so much for listening. And every once in a while, we like to have an enjoyable conversation like this because it shows us that we focus a lot on the differences that we have, but we need time to really focus on the similarities as well and laugh about that and have fun. So, hey, listen, share this with folks. If you have not yet done so, come on, subscribe, so that we can get this to your box without you even worrying about it, and you will never miss an episode. And I hope that you all have a very exciting and wonderful Thanksgiving holiday with your family or whoever you're celebrating with. Have a great day.
Ooh, black like me, yeah.
I want to thank Corey Saffold for creating the music for this podcast, my podcast manager, Tyler Nyland, engineer and editor, Eli Steenlich, my editor, Jeremy Holiday, and a special thank you to WORT Studios, where we record Black Like Me.
Ooh, black like me.
Thank you for listening to today's podcast. You can find out more about Dr. Alex Gee's amazing work at www.alexg.com. Black Like Me is sponsored by the generosity of the Human Family Unity Foundation.
Ooh,